Welcome. Today I am going to discuss about basic introduction of NoSQL databases. These are the topics covered in this presentation. Brief history of databases, NoSQL, why, and basic introduction of database. So already all of you know what is database. It is the collection of data in an organized manner. Then what is database management system? It is a software package with computer programs that is used to control the creation, maintenance and uses of a database. Then it is created to operate large or huge quantities of data or informations by inputting, sorting, retrieving and managing that information. It is a brief history of database. So next I will go for relational database. So relational database is used to create the information in a table manner. Then the benefits of relational databases are: it is designed for all purposes. It retrieves the ACID property. So all of you know what is ACID property. A for atomicity and consistency, isolation and durability. It also provides the strong consistency, concurrency and recovery. It is based on the mathematical background. It is also the standard query language. It supports lots of tools to use with the supporting services entity frameworks. So it is the currently used SQL databases, SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, etc. So it's the basic structure of RDBMS. Then the table is created for lots of entity. So first created the ID number, then name and mood and birth date and color. It is the linked data. So dog is linked with park, then park is linked with that command. So NoSQLs. Why or what or when we will go for NoSQLs? So relational databases are laterally used, but it is not built for distributed applications. So because joins multiple nodes are very expensive and hard to scale horizontally. Then impedance mismatch occurs. Then it is expensive. That is product cost and hardware and maintenance high. Then also it is weak in speed, high availability and partition tolerance. So these are the disadvantage of the relational databases. So we will go for NoSQLs. This is a new trends are used in current is big data, then connect to more than one nodes. Then this is the peer-to-peer computing, that is one-to-one communications. Then it is the concurrency. So we are using data concurrently. Then this is the diversity. This is the cloud grid. This is the RDBMS performance. It is degrade performance. So we will use NoSQLs currently. So what is NoSQLs? It is NO stands for not only SQL. It provides a mechanism for storage and retrieval of data that provide less constrained consistency model than traditional relational database. It's also referred as a not only NoSQL. So they do in for fact allow SQL like query language to be used. Next, I will discuss about the basic characteristics of NoSQL databases. So NoSQL basically avoids the overhead of ACID property. Then it also avoid complexity of SQL query. Then it also reduce the burden of upfront schema design. Then it also provide the reduce the overhead of database administrator presence. Then transactions. Transaction means it should be handled at applications layer. And also it provides a various functionality, that is easy and frequent changes to database. So if you want to any changes in database, it is very easy. Then it also provide a fast development database. Then it provide a large data volumes. That means for the best example is Google. Then it also provide the schemaless. So schemaless is nothing but the database don't have the fixed data structure. Just MongoDB, it was a JSON style data store. You can change the data structure as you wish. So when or why we'll go for NoSQL. So when the traditional RBMS model is too restrictive, then we will go for NoSQL. Then when ACID support is not really needed, so it is the object to relational impedance. Then another reason is because RDBMS is neither distributed or not scalable by nature. So RDBMS is not support distributed system. So logging data from distributed sources. So we are then another reason is sorting events and temporal data. So temporal data means shopping carts, wish list, and session data. So data which requires flexible schema. So the NoSQL provides the schemaless property. So we can change anytime. Then another reason is polyglot persistence, that is best data store depending on nature of data. So when not go for NoSQLs. So NoSQL is not used in financial data recording, strict ACID compliance, then physical critical data. So these things we are not used in NoSQL. This is the example of NoSQL data. Currently, NoSQL used in these platforms: Google, LinkedIn, eBay, Amazon. So all of these things are distributed system. So we used NoSQL in these things. So what is the schemaless data model? So in relational databases, you can't add a record which does not fit the schema. So in relational databases, you must add nulls to unused items in a row. We should consider data types, that is, you can't add a string to an integer field. So if you can add multiple items in a field, you can't add in a relational database. So you should create another table like primary key, foreign key, joins, normalizations. So this is the example for these things. So in NoSQL databases, there is no schema. So already I said this is a schemaless database. NoSQL is the schemaless database. So there is no schema to consider. So there is no unused cell. There is no data type. That means implicit. Most of the consideration are done in the applications layer. So all items are gathered in an aggregate manner. That means document manner. This is the best example of schemaless data model, that is NoSQL. This is the relational data model, that means table. So data are created in a table manner. So next we go for aggregate data model. So in NoSQL, it contains 4 types of data models, that is key value, document, column family, then final data model is graph model. So first data model is key value data model. So it is the simplest NoSQL databases model. So the main idea behind the key value data model is it is used the hash table. So using hash table will make a table. Then accessing data by strings called keys. So keys. So data has no more record format data. So data in any format. So when I created table in any format of data. So the basic model of data model of key value pair is key value pair. This is the best example of key value pair. So key is 1. The value of 1 is this. Then key is 2. The value of key 2 is this. So this is the another example of key value pair. The basic operation of key value data model is insert of key and the relevant value for that key, then fetch the key, then update the key value or delete the key. This is the basic operation of key value data model. The next data model is column family data model. It is the simplest table. So the column is lowest and smallest instance of data. Then it also a tuple that contains a name and a value and a timestamp. This is a basic example of column data model. So it is the key doc12. So it contains the column data. So it is a name, then the value, then the timestamp. This is the another example of column family data. So the name of the column family is authors. Then key is another author name Eric Long. The value of Eric Long is it created another column. So it contains the name and the value pair. So it contains the many values. Likely we are created the column data model. So next model is graph data model. It is based on the graph theory. It provides the vertical scaling and also it does not ensure the clustering. Then you can use any graph algorithms easily in graph data model. It also provide the transaction, and then a graph data model ensure the ACID property. Is the basic example of graph data model. This is the doc12 key. The attribute value of doc12 is name, mode and birth date and type. These are the value. So these are all created by the graph data model. The next model is document based data model. It contains the pair. Each pair contains a key with complex data structure. So known as the data structure. It is the value data is accessed by indexes. So indexes are done via the B trees. So documents can contain many different key value pairs like key array pair, even nested documents. It also support the nested documents. Nested means documents contains the another documents. It's called nested documents. This is the example for a document based data model. This is the basic query for SQL query for a document based data model. This is the another example for document based data model. So basic difference of SQL and NoSQL is first SQL databases. This is NoSQL databases. The example of SQL database is Oracle MySQL. The example of NoSQL database is MongoDB, CouchDB and Neo4j. The storage model, it contains the rows and tables only. So in SQL databases, we are created only row column tables. So it does not support any other format of data. But in NoSQL databases, it is a key value pair. So a key, it's mapping with the many values, a mapping with the value. Then data stored as single document in JSON and XML format. So it support the another format, not only table format. It's also support the document in JSON and XML format. The schemas in SQL databases is static. So once you created the databases, after that it will never changes any changes in databases. But in schemas in NoSQL is dynamic. Already I said NoSQL is the schema-less databases. So we can make changes in databases. Then scaling property, it provides a vertical and horizontal scaling. It's provide the horizontal scaling only. Then transaction, it provide the transaction. It's also provide the transaction in certain levels. Then data manipulations. So it support the basic operation of SQL databases, select, insert and update. Then it manipulate the data through object-oriented APIs. Thank you.